Welcome back to some Stephen Sausage Roll. I'm Dear Darling, and let's have a good time sausage roll. Well, last time we were bested by Crater. We've been bested by the weird tree level. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. And we got another weird tree level, and we also got a level over there to the left. Should we try and start with that level to the left? If I can... No, wait, hold on. This is a level to the left. I thought I saw a silhouette over there, which is why I'm a bit confused. Oh, there is a silhouette over there. Let us see what this level is about and see if we got any interesting insights into this one. Land's End. It's a place in the UK called Land's End. I've been there. Interesting. This immediately seems like it's trying to bait you into disconnecting your fork like that. I don't know if it's meant to, but we can do this. Oh. Oh, we can't get back. No, we can. We had to be like this. And we can get over here. But why did we do all that? What's it? Hold on. What? Do this a naive way. Don't disconnect ourselves from the fork. What problem do we run into? I'm not sure, but I think it's probably we can't pierce the sausage over here anymore, so we can't actually... Right, all we have to do is we have to bring it down here and roll it. Why do you have so much space over here? That's really weird for this level. Right, so... we kind of have to disconnect ourselves from the fork. We have to do this now rather than later because the sausage is going to block it otherwise. I'm not quite used to being forkless left. So we do this, do this, do this. Good start, but... we run into a problem. What do we do now? Well, we can get the fork, but that's not going to be very useful. So my assumption is we need to, like, push the fork into the sausage. Oh, I didn't mean to pick it up. But how do we do that? Also, there's a space there, which is interesting. Why is that ladder there? Isn't that interesting? Why a ladder here? Oh, because we needed to get back up. Okay, to finish a level. Good point. Okay, what happens if we don't get that fork down? Are we just doomed? I think we're doomed. Right, what deceiving level? It looks so simple, but obviously it's not. We cannot get that that fork down anymore. What do we do with this fork? I think this is the sort of key discovery we require, is that there's going to be something cool we can do with it pushing around. Oh, I forgot to get the fork down. Something cool we can do with pushing down on the fork. It can only go there, but we can move that fork around still. You know, we can always move a fork around. It's actually always important to remember, is because we can always walk backwards into it. So forks are never really stuck. But why? What do we do with this? Pushing a fork down doesn't really help us with much. Ideally, we'd like to push... Okay, so this is what this gap's here's for. Is we probably want us to be here, and then we want... You can't see my mouse. We want the sausage to be here with our fork piercing into it, so we can disconnect ourselves. That's why we have this part of the island, I think. Which suggests that the idea is we generally want to sort of be here with a fork so we can stab it. How do we get to this spot? I don't know. But we can get the fork here. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. I don't know. We can't really get behind it. And I think that's intentionally designed. That's why this block here is missing, is so we can't just easily pierce it. If this block goes here, then, well, we wouldn't even need to disconnect ourselves from the fork. We could just do it normally. So what? So I'm still a rock star. Well, interestingly, we can still get back on the sausage. Oh, no, we can't. We can't get off this side. We can get back up here if we really wanted to. So we can actually get the fork back. So we could push a fork off this way, which would make no difference. We could disconnect... Oh gosh, that was the wrong button, but whatever. We could disconnect a fork like this. Does that matter? I don't know, but let's chase this possibility and see what interesting conclusions it gives to us. Because now we can go up here. We got the fork back. And now we have the fork back. We can pierce the sausage because now we're on the other side of the sausage, which therein laid was the problem. Right, so yeah, the problem is the sausage was here, but the sausage was here, and our first solution is the fork was here on this side as well, but we needed to be here, but the only way we can get here was... Wait. You might think I'm... Wouldn't that work normally? If I just did it correctly? You might be like, you solve a level, what are you doing? I want to see why that didn't work this way around. Because I don't see why it wouldn't. If we just had the fork and we just did this. Oh, it does work this way around. I'm just dumb. Alright. Fair enough. I guess that's a bit of a humbling moment. I mean, this entire game is a humbling moment, but that's what I seek from puzzle games, to be humbled by their genius and design. Okay, wow, I just way overcomplicated that level, is all I can really say. It was not that complicated. It just existed. Which obviously sort of casts some doubt on this level over here, but we're going to ignore that level for now. We're going to go to a weird tree level. Pressure points. Right, okay, so the difficulty is, how do we have to cook something on that grill. We don't have enough space here. With one weird tree, suggesting we had to stack sausages on top of each other. We can disconnect ourselves from a fork. Okay, how do we get anything over there? What? So I think this is the difficulty. We can't go over there. Once we're over there, how easy is it for us to actually cook that sausage? I don't really know. We have a lot going on. We have like a lot going on. Let's just disconnect ourselves from... Oh, shouldn't have done like that. Let's just disconnect ourselves from the fork for now. We'll figure out exactly what this entails afterwards. I don't know why we have a weird tree here. Because a weird tree is often used to knock things off, right? Is when we have two sausages stacked on top of each other, but we don't want two sausages stacked on top of each other. Okay, so we can disconnect ourselves from a fork like this. Roll, roll, walk off. Okay, perfect. So now we can get over here. But we need the fork. What would we do with the fork? We'd pierce this sausage, we'd bring it out here, we'd have to disconnect it here, and then it's stuck in that gap. So that doesn't seem right. We eventually want to... We basically just need to get it off this wall. Which is actually a lot easier said than done. Because if we pierce it here, the only way we can get rid of it is we have to disconnect it from this gap. Oh no, it's not stuck there because it'd be like that, and then we can walk over here. Oh, we'd have to be forkless again. Okay. So we need to pick up our fork, maybe from like here. No, that'd make us... Where? We need to pick our fork up from somewhere. Because we can't do anything here without a fork. So where do we get our fork? Or how do we get our fork? Oh, we want our fork here facing upwards, right? Because then we could walk into it, turn right, walk, stab, walk, disconnect, and then we can come backwards. We disconnect our fork again, come up here, push, run backwards, reconnect our fork, go up that side, the left side, push this sausage over here, push it down here with a fork, cook the other sausage. Okay, so this is basically back and forth disconnecting of forks. Now the hard part is, how do we get that fork facing upwards? And the answer is, I don't think there is a way. You know, even more interesting is we haven't used that fork tree yet. Because we got this. Now we're stuck. So that's why we need this fork facing upwards. So how do we get the fork facing upwards? Oh, this must be to knock a sausage off of our head. Wait, how do we even get it on our head? What? This is very confusing. So we do this. We can walk up here. Wait, no. We can... No, we need a horizontal sausage to have a horizontal fork. So we need to do what? I mean, the way this is set up seems like it has to be like this, because why else would that thing down there be down there? We could push a fork onto the sausage. Why does that matter? I don't think it does. But I guess it's sort of like, whoa, check that out. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Do we want to push this onto our head? I just got to figure out how to do this. We want this on our head. Not that way round. But this way round. But now we need the sausage out there. So we push it. Push that sausage there. No, we'll need it again, so don't put it quite like that. Do this. Rotate the fork. Nice. Okay, so now I think we've actually solved this level because I've walked through everything we needed to do. That's what we got a weird tree for. Okay, so we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. We go, oh no, actually wait, hold on. We should be fine. We can do this, right? Okay, so we don't even need to redisconnect ourselves from the fork. And then we go, quick, get out of... Hold on. Wait a second. This isn't a wrinkle I saw myself running into. Disconnect ourselves fork. Oh, yeah, that's because I haven't disconnected myself from the fork again. We need to do it twice. That was the whole point. We do this, We come up here, we go That's me right now, I'm the clown. We come up here, we go whoosh, because we can't have a fork to go through this time. When we go over here, then it's like, whoa, we need that fork again. And then fork's like, don't worry, I got you. And then I'm like, thanks, fork. What would I do without you? Probably this game would be significantly harder without a fork, probably. Or easier, depending on how it was designed. And then boom, boom, boom. And then it's like, oh, we've only got this one left. What do? It's easy. We disconnect it, push it, grid it, bosh it, done it. I don't know. I know we're good at making company slogans or something, so perhaps don't rely on me for that. Hey, that's pretty good. Now we've only got levels that we've tried but failed to complete left, which is a worrying sight. No, we haven't done this one. Have we? I don't remember doing this one. So we might as well try it. Interesting stuff. We start up here, open baths. Oh my god. I don't know if we need to start. Is that a floating block? I don't know if we need to start with disconnecting our fork, but it seems like that'll be the only way we can get over here, huh? So this clearly has to be grilled in this one. Oh, but we need our fork. Wait, what do we? We'd put it here, we'd push it to the left, push it down, flip it over. Then we'd leave. Yes, we need a fork. Oh. But our fork is stuck. Okay, so this is not how we... Okay, we don't immediately want to disconnect our fork. Probably. And these two sausages are probably quite easy to... Why is this like this? What's the point of this block? Is it it's a floating outcropping of land? Why? We can't navigate this with a fork. Okay, so we have to be forkless. Why is that weird tree there? Why isn't this a weird tree? I think because they have different uses. The weird tree is meant to sort of prompt you to be like, something's going to be pushed off the top. Well, I don't know what the point of this land is. But it's weird because we've never seen overcropping land like this before, but we've seen weird tree shapes like this. So I don't know why they're both in this level, but anyway, we want to disconnect ourselves a fork, come here with a fork, we cook the sausage, we come back, and then it's just easy pickings where we just cook the rest of the sausages. So we need to disconnect ourselves from a fork. It has to be from this height. Does it? Maybe it doesn't. Is this what this sausage is here for? Because now we can... Now we can what? Why have I done this? Oh, I guess we can't walk on top of a tree. That's true. Why would I do this? Because we can't get off this now. It almost feels like this is useful, but it just isn't. So the question is, how do we disconnect ourselves on a fork but also be able to retrieve a fork, right? That's the issue we're having. I mean, the only way I can particularly see to disconnect it is like this. But we surely have to set something up beforehand. Because how do we get it back? The other possibilities, can we disconnect it on that outcropping? How would we do that? Well, possibly what we could do, if we did this, and then if we somehow teleported this sausage upwards, we could roll across the outcropping like that. Okay, that's an interesting idea. I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know if we can do that. I suppose we could push the sausage off. Is that useful? Doesn't feel very useful, but I did it. I think no, okay, wait, hold on. If a fork was up here, what would it even be the point? But this is just a harder to reach section. But okay, so it has to be disconnected either on this outcropping or on this. There is no other place high enough for us to disconnect a fork. But we can't get to either of those locations. Actually, I think if we could get to one, we could get to the other by riding this horizontal sausage. So, but the fact that this is solid ground, not a weird tree, a fork tree, makes me think that we should be disconnecting it on this somehow. The only way we can disconnect it on this is if we were riding a vertical sausage backwards like this and then walked off like that. But then how would we get that fork back? It's no closer than it was before. Maybe we could... I don't really know. This is the entire thing just relies on this because we've figured out how to cook that right sausage, and these other two sausages should be trivial to cook. It's just how do we get the fork back after we disconnect it? If that sausage was still up there, the horizontal one. Well, we couldn't even get on top of a horizontal sausage. Unless we could. Hold on. What if this vertical sausage was like this and the horizontal sausage? No, that's not going to stick out enough. I was like, maybe we can climb that ladder and walk onto it, but that's not how it works. I suppose we could walk onto the fork and be like, whoa! And that does very little. I mean, that's if we could get another sausage up here so then we can roll it off. That's not going to happen though, because we can't... There's no way we can get the horizontal sausage up there, because once we're on the horizontal... If we're on the horizontal sausage, we could not get off a horizontal sausage if it was on this part. Also, I don't even know how we get the horizontal sausage up here with a fork. No, sorry, without the fork. I can't think we disconnect a fork on this slot because I cannot see a way to... The only way we could get up here is if we could get on top of a horizontal sausage while it was up here, which might be what this is for, but there's no ladder. Unless there's a hidden ladder, in which case I'd be rather angry because that's not really in the spirit of the game. There's not. If we could get up here, that'd be okay because then we can have a horizontal sausage. Oh no, it wouldn't even be okay because a horizontal sausage couldn't even bridge the gap. Well, I guess it could. We could put the vertical sausage in this two, put the horizontal sausage here, and then we could get onto the horizontal sausage, roll across here, pick it up. But we don't have any ladders to these two high areas, which is the biggest problem. What if we disconnect the sausage before like this? That feels significantly more get backable. It's not quite get backable, so we had to set something up first. But I think that's the idea. That doesn't make use of this thing, or this overcropping, but this feels useful. That's how we get the sausage back. I think I got it. So we want to push this like this, and we want to go back, grab our fork, Everything else is now cookable. But this seems like far too convoluted a setup for the mechanic that they wanted to teach us. Oh no. We can't go back this way with a fork. Well, that's strange, actually. That's actually genuinely strange. Because I don't know... We need a fork to cook that sausage. If we can't go this way with a fork, then we'd have to be able to go this way with a fork. Oh, we'd have to push a fork with us? It'd have to be facing upwards. Is that what the outcropping's for? We do this. We do that. We want the fork like this. We push it. No, what? Because that thing's there. We can't push it through there. Huh? We basically have to have a fork here, right? So there's something else to this. Or am I just dumb? Or maybe we... I can't see a way. What if I hadn't the fork here? I'd have to walk up like this. I can't go like that. I can't go like that because I would just walk down. Yeah, I don't think we can go this way with a fork. I think that's what that block's there for. But how do we get the fork over here? It feels close. It feels close. Is all I can say. Like this, that's not doable. Is this a message I need to pay attention to? It's a Discord message apparently. I'll reply to that later. I've only got 2 minutes left. Is this really all this vertical sausage is used for? Just to disconnect ourselves? This horizontal sausage is putting in a lot of weight. If we got the... Oh, the problem with this thing is this isn't the hard part. Getting past here isn't the hard part with a fork, it's getting past this. So it's like, what's easier? Is it going to be getting the fork over here somehow? Oh, it has to be from that side, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? Or is it easier to get the fork somehow past this? But the thing is, with the way this is set up, we can't push the fork. What we'd have to do is the fork would have to be facing left and we'd have to be here. Because there's no... Okay, but there's no way to get a fork out of a corner like this. So the only thing is we'd have to be facing right. Oh! We don't push that sausage in yet. Okay, wait, we can still save it, so we don't have to undo anything. Because we've got a path here. We had to undo it because the sausage is... This fork is facing the wrong way then. Oh man, why did I do so much walking about? I might as well just reset at this point, but... So, I realise now what the problem is. We can do this. Spin it around, drop it off. And that's exactly what we want. The problem I had before is that I couldn't get it around this corner, but I don't need, it doesn't need to go around the corner, I need to go around the corner. So now we can do this, grab a fork, we've got access to it, we can push it up, we can cook it, like this, bring it round, oh, bring it round, and now we can exit through this way, because we're not beholden to that direction, and now everything should be easy as a pie. I don't know why I did it like this. Honestly, a very nonsensical way to cook with sausage. But turns out that is exactly what this vertical sausage does. Is that it's only used to disconnect from a fork. There we go. Ah, you got to expand your horizons. The fork doesn't need to go around the bend. I need to go around the bend. So we don't actually have many levels left. Before I round off this episode, I'm just going to have a quick look and see what we got left. Because I think we've tried all of them. We've got this one left, which is skeleton. We haven't tried it in these last 2 episodes, but we tried it 3 episodes, I think, ago. Didn't get any... We got kind of close to it, but I think we ran out of time, if I recall. This one, which... Something about the key lies with this step here, and whatever these 2 blocks stop me from doing. Stop that. I'm trying to see what else we got, and I think... So we got crater, we got skeleton. We did the one over there, didn't we? Looks like it. So we got crater, we got skeleton. We got dead end. I have a feeling dead end is going to be our key to the next world. Because it's one which I'm pretty sure, you know, I know these sort of indie puzzle games, you know, I've been pretty experienced through them. There's some meta thing we can do with the outside world, where like when we get the world sausage to actually interact with it. World sausage is such a grand thing to say. So I'm just sort of going over here just to check what other levels we got, and it is just dead end. Okay, so we've only got a few more levels, to be perfectly honest. And honestly, I think skeleton I can do. I'm remembering now that we got pretty close to solving it. I think we got all the sausages to the end, where I just couldn't figure out how to cook them, and then I ran out of time in the episode. And crater, it feels like we're really close, but I'm just missing one small thing about it. I just don't know what. So we're gonna do this next time, I suppose. If it feels so close, these two feel so close in my head, but I don't actually know. I might be really far away, so who knows. But anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Stephen Sausage Roll. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join my Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.